Hello, YouTube family. I'm Sydney Green. A lot of y'all know me, Y'all probably know from the ATL Orgy from Phone Sex, and some of y'all know me from Total Liberation Blog. Some of y'all know me from, I don't fucking know, from Shenanigans Online. I don't know. But I really need to reintroduce who I am. And who I am continues to be this moving target kind of thing. It continues to evolve and change, and sometimes I can keeping up with the evolution, and sometimes I'm just all behind, bitch. Sometimes I'm that embarrassed motherfucker running behind the bus in the middle of Atlanta because it drove out without my ass, and I'm trying to catch up, and I tripped and fell. Hobo shot me up with some crack rock. I'm high, I just can't seem to find it. The other times I'm driving a bus and I'm right there. Sometimes I'm a passenger, but it's just moving around. And I want to apologize really to everybody who knew me back in like 2015, 2016, when I was just so vulnerable. I was always sharing every aspect of myself. I remember I had this series I was doing called For My Twin Flame, and I was sharing every detail about that journey, all the dates, all the data issues, healing, and I was really letting the world get to know me. And somewhere along the lines, I stopped sharing. So what happened was basically I got Patreon. I started monetizing, myself, and it was great. But in my mismarketing, it was crazy. I thought I should stop completely sharing to the public for free, thinking everybody was gonna go and subscribe. Not really. That wasn't really what it took to do that. And I just feel like everything always comes back to me sharing myself, and I'm very comfortable sharing myself. But somewhere along the lines, I lost my way. I started caring about what people thought. I started being embarrassed about certain things. And that's just not really me. Like, I'm not really somebody who gets embarrassed off of regular things. Like, and I guess it's still the case. Like, I could tell you I fucked two dudes last night. That's not embarrassing to me. But me telling you that I'm 31 and still single, I find that to be embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? And I need to unpack that. So I guess this is a me reintroducing Sydney, because I am going to hold myself accountable to sharing every aspect of my life here on YouTube, and then also Fansly. So I am still monetizing um, uh, Fansly, and which is a beautiful platform. I get to be all of myself on it. So the link is down here. Just be sure you go subscribe for more things. I get porn reviews, and I do porn reviews, and I'm naked and all that stuff. But I don't want to really get into that here. I really just want to let y'all know exactly where I am, because this is going to be the base where anyone who wants to know about my journey should start from. Um, to start from here. This is a good place to start from. So the date is October 17th, 2021. I'm in Cape Town, South Africa. I've been here for going on 2 years. It'll be 2 years, January 31st, 2022. And it's been a really interesting journey. 2020, the lockdown, was one of my favorite years. I made the most money, and I was one of my happiest. 2021 has been rough. My health has not been where it needs to be. I've been, like, right now I'm overcoming a little bit of a cold. I don't have fucking COVID. I mean, God, people act like COVID is the only ailment somebody can have. No, people actually still get regular colds, regular bronchitis and shit. Okay, and so I'm in a very, the past 2 months particularly have been challenging, because I have been involved with a dude with a girlfriend, in which I caught serious feelings for, which was the first for me. And there's so much to unpack in all of this. I don't even, if I tried to unpack all of that in this video, it would be 47 hours long, and nobody has time for that. So I am going to unpack it, but just not in this video. So we were dating or dealing with each other for about 3 months, from June to September. And then we didn't talk all of September. And then the other day we finally talked again. I got a little bit of closure, and I'm still not really over him or the situation. We're in a good place. I definitely want to fuck him again. I want some dick and shit. But I am, whatever relationships are in your life, all of them are designed for evolution. All of them are. That's why I don't think we should measure relationships based on longevity, based on like how long some shit actually lasts. I mean, something could last an hour, and if you really look, you can find some kind of nugget that could elevate you to your own self-realization. As someone who cares about that, I mean, that's what I care about. And so I know everything is what I don't regret anything. I mean, God, it's so much I have to dive into with that, and I really don't want to get into it here, but it was very intense as fuck. Never really felt that strongly about somebody before, at least not in my adult life. And I didn't mean to, okay? I'm used to fucking dealing with dudes, with girlfriends or wives, and it's not even a big deal. It's a big deal for me emotionally. I don't really get caught up. It's just like, okay, but a bitch got all the way caught up with this one. You know what I'm saying? And, it was a lot of firsts for me. My first, what I would say, heartbreak or breakup situation. You know what I'm saying? So many triggers, so much stuff that came out. I mean, just so much stuff came out of me. My abandonment issues came out. My trust issues with myself and my judgment of myself for the situation came out. My lack of experience in relationships came out, but not in a way that you may think. See, I'm going to break all of this down into separate videos to really dig in. But make a long story short, I am still in recovery, so to speak. I'm still working on not obsessing about this nigga 24/7. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still working on not thinking about him all the time. And it's just kind of not going to work. I just accept the fact that I'm going to think about the nigga. You know what I'm saying? I have to give myself compassion because I've never done this before. But I can't say I'm not interested in any more non-poly dudes in relationships. And it's not got nothing to do with morality. It's got something to do with me actually loving and men who were living in their truth. Like I'm living in my truth. Speaking of living in my truth, that's another thing I have to reevaluate. I got to look at everything that I claim to be. I got to look at it. How authentic am I really being, with myself? I had a realization today that a constant issue in my life is not seeing what's right in front of me. Like I have a naivety about me. I have a la la landness about me. You know what I'm saying? But it goes across the board. I'm a Pisces. Naturally, we probably one of the more naive signs. We want to see the best in everything. But sometimes it's not about me wanting to see the best. Sometimes it's seeing the worst. I've been looking like, for me to have a cough and have congestion, that's my body telling me, you know what I'm saying, that it's some stuff trying to get my attention. And I never really get sick, but I've been having sicknesses and shit all this fucking year. Like, what the fuck is going on with me? I know it's some internal shit that's not quite right, really. Like, in January, I had some diarrhea type shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I never had ailments. Then I went to Johannesburg, had like a little cold. For me, it's usually a cough cold kind of thing, that I get when I'm not all the way together, when I'm all fucked up. So it usually has like maybe a little sore throat or a cough or like a little bit of congestion and all that shit. So I had that twice. This is my third time this year having this particular like thing going on. It's like, what the fuck? Then I had an eye infection. And if I look at a lot of these things, is I have to really look at the fact that I am not really willing to see myself clearly or see situations clearly. But it's not all about men. I had body dysmorphia disorder. I look in the mirror. I remember I had a fucking six-pack. I saw fat. Inability to see what's right in front of me. And my eyesight has gotten worse. It's all connected, like my nigga. Like, it's all connected. It's that, it's, I got phlegm. It's, my naivety makes me an easy target for a manipulator. You know what I'm saying? Because I will see what I want to see. Just see certain things, you know what I'm saying? And, it's been times I didn't want to look at my bank account, didn't want to look at sales for the month, didn't want to look at stuff. So I'm noticing this pattern of me not wanting to look at things. And that's not very easy for me to admit because I'm someone who prides themselves on, I know myself, I'm self-aware. I am self-aware, but I've got a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? This is a move. You don't get anywhere and fucking arrive. And I have not arrived at all. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just a lot, and I just want to just be transparent about where I am. I'm in a place right now where I am analyzing myself. really analyzing myself, really looking at myself. I'm at a place where I have a need for seclusion, I think. I really need to be with myself and consult with myself. Now, when I say in the entire video I lost my way, in several ways I lost my way. I don't know when it started, but I noticed myself kind of dumbing myself down a bit, and I noticed that it's like, I stopped sharing things about like law of attraction and even the metaphysical cause of disease, and really kind of dumbing my wisdom down, because sometimes I feel so alone in knowing certain things and being wise and a free woman. We can't even talk about being poly. I'm a poly, free, wise woman. Everything that I am puts me in a smaller minority. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even talking about being black. I'm talking about being one who travels the world, can travel the world freely, small percentage of the world. Someone who understands law of attraction, is who really dedicated to self-mastery, tiny percentage of the world. Someone who's poly and black and a woman, small percentage of the world. I mean, everything about me seems to make finding people who can feel me on a deep level harder, right? And so I think subconsciously, and it's crazy because I'm thinking about that, like, I want shit. Oh no, people ain't interested in that. I mean, it's just like I started just like little by little, I started to kind of lose that proud sense of self. Now I still do have it. Now I haven't completely like done all of that. And I even noticed that I stopped sharing stuff about being poly as much. I started needing to fit in, trying to find a friend, like needing to fit in a little bit more, because like being who I really am, all of these things out loud in my limited mind, when I'm in my delusion, when I'm in my ego, when I'm not in my truth, when I'm not in my power, I feel like I will be by myself forever. I'm not just talking about relationships. I'm talking about when it comes down to friends who can really feel me when I'm talking this way. Like when I'm talking about metaphysics and the law of attraction, how you don't just have a headache for no reason, and how, and all of these things that I know, all of these are some of my favorite qualities about myself. But somewhere along the way, I started to dim it a bit. And I need to check that, and I did somewhere along the lines. I started looking for happiness and looking for comfort, looking for all of these things outside of myself. And as a Buddhist for damn near a decade, I know that's not the way. But some kind of way, slowly but surely, you start inching into this delusion. I'm talking to these friends with these limiting beliefs. I'm talking like my friends. I love my friends, and I'm not talking about anybody in particular, but my friends, really, the people I'm hanging out with, like, are they really a reflection of who I want to become? Like, I mean, like, and I'm some of them are, yes, but I need more of that. It's just like me really being like honest with myself. Like, I've gotten into a comfort zone with money and career. It's time to level up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm proud of what I have, but at the same time, Sydney, am I becoming complacent and comfortable? It's very easy to get that way when you're in a foreign country, when everything is so cheap. I mean, so I'm looking at that. I'm looking at, my limiting beliefs as far as relationships. I'm looking at why did I choose a man who couldn't give me what I wanted? Now, again, that breaking down this past relationship that I was in is gonna have I'm gonna bear it all. Be in the sideline. I'm gonna bear it all in such raw form. You're gonna have to wait till the next video for that. But I have to look at that. I have to really look and see my love life for what it is. I can't sprinkle glitter over it all the time, because nothing's wrong with affirmations and speaking things into existence and really feeling and being above yourself. I'm with all that. I mean, I can't just sit here and stare at one thing. No, you have to prepare yourself for it emotionally for it to manifest. Yes. But I am at a point now where I need to look at shit the way it actually is, without the affirmations, without the glitter, without how I want it to be. No, look at it, Sydney. Look at it with love, okay? I used to be very good at not judging myself. I've been doing that so much lately. You know what I'm saying? Judging myself for everything. And I've been making myself sick, which is why I'm sick. Nothing's fucking contagious but fear and emotional shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't fear that. I have to look at all of this. And this is the journey that we're going to be going on. And I'm going to talk about money, career, why do I keep putting certain dreams on hold? You know what I'm saying? My book, those Total Liberation Days, that was 2014. We're going on damn near 10 years of that book and what it could do for my life. It's the things I'm doing to make money. I don't really give a fuck about. Like, I feel like in many ways, yes, I'm living my authentic truth, sure, but it's other ways in which I'm falling short. I really am, and it's time for me to look at it, and me looking at it, I want to. I don't know. Maybe it's because due to the breakup or whatever. Even though we're on good terms, we talk, we cool, we kissed, everything is fine. I mean, I want some dick. I'm probably gonna get it, whatever. But I have this urge to be drastic. Like, I want to leave the country now. Like, I want to go to Spain now. Like, I want, new experiences now. And as a Pisces, I'm prone to escapism. You know what I'm saying? Part of me does want to get out of Cape Town, and part of that does have to do with this breakup that I was in. I mean, there's so much that I need to share with y'all, and I'm going to share it. And, it's generational curses that I'm dealing with. The fact that, me and my sister were talking on the phone, and like, it's so much, y'all. It's so much to talk about. It really is. And I lost sight of the fact, it was so easy for me to share myself completely back in the day, because I'm like, I'm human. Everybody else is. There's nothing to fear. And I'm going back to that because it was shame associated with me still being single. And I think because I was so transparent about like my use of law of attraction and my processes to manifest in love, that the fact that I didn't have it it wasn't even a date set, but I didn't have it by whatever time, it became it was embarrassing to me. And I felt judged by it. I felt, I was kind of taking on some of the views of society that women like me are just simply not lovable. And I feel like if I was to express, hey, I'm still looking, that it was going to be this, of course you are, bitch, you poly, you throw orgies and you naked online. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. So if I'm feeling like that, then somewhere I must believe that, and somewhere I must have, so I need to check that. It's a lot that I'm processing right now. But I will say, I'm very proud that I've been very consistent with working out. I've been working out more than I have in years. I've been meditating. I've meditated for 16 days straight. I'm doing this abundance book. I have just been, honestly, I haven't been motivated to do anything. I mean, my numbers in business have been going down for the past couple of months simply because I just haven't been focused. I've been distracted. I've been in la la land with this nigga. Like, I just haven't been on my shit. I'm telling you, like, I haven't been on my shit. And so I'm getting back on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting back on it. Like, I am, now this is a part of it. And me making this video, I didn't want to come up with excuses. Like, I literally been looking like this all day. I didn't feel like doing nothing, putting on makeup, nothing like that, because I need to do this. One of the things I've been saying is I want my YouTube channel up. It's time for me to really evolve and become new. So anyway, I don't want to make this video too long, but I did just want to share with y'all, like, this is going to be like the starting place, and you're going to really get to know who I am, all aspects of exactly who I am, and how I operate, and what I'm struggling with, what's easy for me, what's hard for me. We're going to dig into every aspect of why I chose to be with that dude, why I stayed, what part I played in my own heartbreak, because I played a major role in my own heartbreak. Nobody can really hurt my feelings or break my heart but me. You know what I'm saying? What I learned from that. It's so much, and it's all tied to my daddy issues. It's so much. We're going to get into it, okay? But I really do want y'all's feedback, and I'm vowing not to care about the numbers, because that's what stopped me from performing before. And that is a form of caring what somebody else thinks, something I claim I don't. Hey, look, we all care what people think, but I do think that my level of giving a fuckness is just different than other people's. Well, I think other people care about what people think more than me, but I still do care, because I'm embarrassed and feeling judged about the amount of numbers is on there. So I have some things I'm working through, and I would love your feedback on this video. I just want to say I love y'all and thank y'all, and let's just get this popping. And I would love for y'all to hold me accountable. And I'm going to hold me accountable, because I have a lot to say and I want to share. Okay? I love y'all.